Senator, the Department of Homeland Security projecting more than 100,000 migrant children will be coming into the United States this year. And now Republicans on the House Oversight Committee are calling for a hearing over the handling of these children. Joining me now is the committee's ranking member, Congressman James Comer of Kentucky. Let me ask you, first of all, Congressman, do you believe there is a crisis on the border?
There's no question there's a crisis at the border. You've already relayed the statistics that we're getting in Congress now. And when President Trump was president, the Democrats on the Oversight Committee, they were very concerned about the crisis on the border, the humanitarian crisis on the border. So we had multiple hearings. Now we've seen the numbers are just skyrocketing since Biden has become president as far as illegal border crossings, especially among children, unaccompanied children. So now all 20 Republicans on the House Oversight Committee have requested an emergency hearing to see exactly what the Biden administration is going to do to mitigate the problem.
Yeah, you have appealed to the chairwoman, Carolyn Maloney of New York, for that hearing. Where does that stand now?
Well, we haven't heard a thing back from her. You know, she was very concerned when Donald Trump was president. And I think one of the greatest accomplishments that the Trump administration had was their efforts to secure the border. Now we're seeing all those efforts unraveling, and it's Joe Biden's fault. Joe Biden has signaled to the world that he's not going to take border security seriously. And as a result, we're seeing more caravans. We're seeing more people cross the border illegally. We're seeing more unaccompanied children cross the border. And now we understand that the DHS has requested to the White House that they're going to need a great expansion of beds and facilities to house not only the illegals crossing the border, but tens of thousands of children.
You and 18 other House Republicans also sent a letter to the DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, which said, in part, quote, the Biden administration's policies limiting immigration enforcement and weakening border security, coupled with its proposal to grant amnesty to illegal immigrants, are signaling to the world that our immigration laws can be violated with little, if any, consequence. You say that there is a perfect storm brewing on the border. You're also warning of the health consequences.
Exactly. I mean, it's a pandemic. The Biden administration campaigned for a year on the concern for America to be shut down. He's insisted that our schools remain shut down. Just think about this. In just 47 days, Joe Biden's done more to open the border for illegal immigrants than he has to reopen our schools for our American public school children. And it is a crisis, and you've got a situation where you're going to have more human trafficking take place. We're going to have more drugs cross the border illegally, and it's just a problem, and all the border states are concerned about it. The ICE agents have contacted us. They're concerned about it. The Biden policies are tying their hands. So we have a terrible crisis at the border.
Yeah, you know, some stunning new statistics from Axios that were reported today. The Border Patrol referring 321 children a day to HHS at the end of February. That's an increase from 203 per day in late January, early February, up from 47 a day the first week of January. And take a look at this. Southwest Land Border Enforcement of unaccompanied children encounters projected for fiscal year 2021 to be 117,000. Congressman Comer, there's no question that there's something that's brewing there on the southern border. Thanks for joining us today. We'll keep an eye on whether or not you get that hearing from Chairwoman Maloney. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.